Guys, I have to pee, but I'm having so much fun. I should probably pee. Right? I should probably pee. Let me throw down a little something something over here. Have you read Blood Meridian? I've not. Adam, if you're about to recommend to me Blood Meridian, you would be probably... Congratulations, you're the 100th person to do it. I swear, I get recommended that book more than any other book. Nothing wrong with that. It's just, it always surprises me. Always surprises me. I just, like, I never really, like, even in all of, like, in all of college, in all of grad school, it's not ever been a book that, like, I encountered so much in class and stuff. It's just I encounter it all the fucking time in terms of... I encounter it all the time on... From you guys and on BookTube. Ryan, read Blood Meridian. Okay, Tub. A hard read is The Brief Life, Wondrous Life of Oscar Wilde because of how fucking utterly boring that shit is. Like 100%. Tub, do you not like it? That's funny. I didn't hate it. I also don't know that I read all of it. Is the best way to learn how to write to read? That's a great question, Andy. Let me go pee real quick and then I'll answer it because otherwise I'm gonna fuck this up. Brian says, "What is book?" 1 second. All right. I've been fucking muted the whole time. I've been muted the whole time. I've been muted the whole time. Ah, shit. Yep, I've just been muted. My bad. So, Andy says, it's the best way to learn how to write, to read. It's a really great question. I'd be really interested in hearing you guys' take, chat. At least on this question. Most of the time, I'm not interested in hearing your thoughts at all. On this question, I am interested to hear your thoughts. So, I don't know. I think in some ways, yes. Like, I think one of the best ways to be able to recognize what is good writing and what isn't is to read. I think that's the only way you get that skill. Like, only way to get the skill of what is good writing is to read. I think that's maybe one of the least important skills and also the one that most people have. And I think all of the other stuff comes from, you need to get from writing practice, just experimenting, trying lots of stuff, like looking up examples. Like, I think one of the most underrated ways is like if you're writing and you encounter a problem of like, how do I solve X problem? You look at other writers and see how they solved it. So I think that's one way to do it. But you're not going to get muscles by watching fitness videos, but you learn how to do things the right way. Yeah, that seems exactly right, Seb, for sure. What is book? Surprise, there's this thing that has happened in human history, which is that people die, and so in order to pass information from dead people to alive people, the dead people, before they die, write down what it is that they wanted to pass on, and then, and by write I mean they make marks on thin trees, and then alive people can write the can read, and by read I mean look at the markings and decipher what was meant. And that's how writing, that is book. Is the best way to learn to read to write, but then you can't what you're writing because you can't read. What champ indeed. Sev, what champ indeed. What champ indeed. Leon, you all right, friend? Yeah. We went from David Foster Wallace to caveman. We did, indeed. Ah, shit. Give me that back. Give me that back. Fuck you. I need that. There we go. Ah, shit. Did it steal it? Oh, it's right there. Okay. Take that one, which is that. Writing is like playing an instrument. You got to master techniques by practicing, listening to others play well, and getting feedback on your own playing / reading from others. Yeah. I think too, like, it's also just, I don't think that there's ever been a universal way to get better at writing. I think there are probably more universal ways than others. But there's also not a universal way to like finish a book. Just like any part of the process, there's not a universal good way to do that stuff. There's also not, you know, like, sorry, my brain hurts over here. Doing my best. Good ones there, and then do this. That works. So, like, I've had a decent chance in my life to talk to a decent amount of authors about their writing processes. From like chances to talk with them personally, from just attending readings to get to hear other people ask the question. In some ways, it's like the most boring question to me, but it's the question everybody asks writers. Is like, what's your process look like? I think process can be some of the most boring shit to ask, but we do it anyways. We fucking ask it all the time. And it's honest to God incredible how very different process looks for so many people. I don't think this is the question of how you get better necessarily, but I do think it's like honestly whack how different it is to finish a book. Honestly whack. That was my oven question level of sentence, Tub says. It's true. Andy, what do you think the best way to get better at writing is? Leon says it's a bit like gaming. You watch someone else play to learn new tactics, etc. Unless you watch Ryan, then you lose gaming IQ each stream. It's true. It's just like watching me play video game. Wait, I don't like this. I don't like where this is going. I don't like this at all. Yeah, it's a bit like watching me, I guess. All right, let's do this. Where did that just go? Fuck me. Nope, that's not how I wanted to do that. There we go. Leon loves the book Get Good by Ninja. Hey Ryan, how mad would you be if one day you wake up, get up, have breakfast, go to your shower, and as you shower you notice you have 6 toes on each foot? I'd be pretty pissed, honestly. Yeah, I'd be upset. I think that's a normal reaction. I think if you're upset about that, that's a fine reaction. Right? I don't know. I would be. Adam says top 5 authors, no order. Ooh, Adam, I'm excited to hear yours. Leon says Ninja number 1, Charles Dickens number 2. All right, so we're kicking Leon out, but don't tell him, okay? I think David Foster Wallace is on my list. I think I really love Fucking, what's his name? Oh my god. Jesse what? Jesse Ball. I didn't have to look. Jesse Ball. I really love Ross Gay, the poet. Who else? Who else makes that list? This is a good question. Seb says Ayn Rand, E.L. James, Stephanie Meyer, Ninja, Adolf Hitler. Great. Great. Tub says Charles Dickens, Emily Dickinson, Philip K. Dick. I can't... Is there a pattern to what's happening here? I can't... I don't know, Tub. Ninja's use of vocabulary really intrigues me to keep turning the page. Is that true, Leon? Let's look for an example. Let's close read Ninja real quick. Random page. Right? Random page? Get good, kid. Remember, if you're going into a fair fight, then you haven't been preparing enough to give yourself an advantage. This is some Art of War shit. Are you fucking kidding me right now? Remember, if you're going into a fair fight, then you haven't been preparing enough to give yourself an advantage. I argue with his use of verb tense in that question, actually. But let's be honest, he didn't write it. Somebody else did. I mean, somebody else edited it for sure. Building game sense can transform predictions you have to think about. You have to think about into intuitions you just feel. Where's that happening? Fuck. Alright, let's go get on the copper train. Is it this one? This one. Get me there. Alright, we're in. Also, DeLillo is probably on my actual thing. Yeah. Damn, they're really fucking it up here, aren't they? I'll have to keep thinking about that. Shit. Fuck me, dude. Did we just run out of ammo, or what happened here? Oh, God. Just gonna throw more down. I feel like we've just been stocking these up constantly, and still we're losing. Ooh, Flannery O'Connor is probably maybe on my list. Flannery O'Connor. DeLillo, Bukowski, Proust, Pynchon, Nabokov. Seb smiled at Nabokov for sure. Ryan, every time you pull that book in stream, I just can't believe it. Tub, I'm going to read it one day, too. I haven't actually sat down and read it, but I'm going to. Number 3 is Dr. Seuss. Leon, I like your head. I like the way your brain works. So where's that coming from? Directly above. Up there? Over here? Oh, there's one right there. We just can't see it. Okay. Is this the copper one coming? Oh, it's not. Okay. Ryan put me on to Lolita. Let's go. Let's go. I'll take it. Hero's on the couch, which he's not supposed to be, but that's fine. He accidentally just knocked something off. He and Kingsley got scared. Where's this at? Oh, okay, that's not bad actually. Okay. So we can't actually research that, can we? Let's do that then. We gotta figure out what's next here. Figure out what's next. Got to figure out what's next. we never get this set up? I don't think we did. Let's fix this. So what we're doing here, this is our nuclear processing, by the way. So basically, we're taking the good ore and we're making it into we're multiplying it into the good stuff. Okay. Now, the real question is, how do we make that into power? Cat in the Hat, the film, is so true to the book, it makes me feel warm inside when I watch it. Oh my god, have you guys seen that actually, though? Cat in the Hat, the movie? Fucking weird, bro. Fucking so weird. Okay, a nuclear reactor. Let's build one. Oh, I do not remember how to do this. Oh god, I do not remember how to do this. What cracks me up about Leon's comment is the time that happened between this one and the last. Yeah. That's a good point. He worked on that comment for like 5 minutes. Ryan, I have to ask, are you a fan of any of the Alexander Dumas or Dumas classics? I haven't read any of them. I haven't read any Alexander Dumas. So, yeah. Dumas wrote freaking, what's it called, right? Three Musketeers. Oh, that's not true. I have read Count of Monte Cristo. I liked Count of Monte Cristo. I didn't remember that was him. I've read Count of Monte Cristo. Yeah, I think so, Seb. I think so. Now I'm actually questioning myself. Did I read Count of Monte Cristo or not? This might be one of those things where I didn't actually read it. I just read sections or something. I did not read Count of Monte Cristo. Never mind. Ignore me. I'm a fake and a fraud. So I watched the movie trailer. That's what it was. I watched the movie trailer. I watched the movie trailer. Sorry. Yeah. That's what I meant. No, I think we read sections of it. But I honestly don't remember. Let's go ahead and just move this to 500. No. Let's get rid of it and just do this. We'll just go. We need a shit ton of steel too. Dang. Adam's read it though. Sounds like. We were talking about this earlier, but it is really whack that how little I remember sometimes about books that I have read or books that I have not read, apparently. Guys, we're making a nuclear reactor. We're making a nuclear reactor. Gonna make myself a nuclear reactor. Bunch of concrete, bunch of red. All right. Red it is. I'm starting to suspect that you've never read any books. Yeah, sorry guys. I've been lying the whole time actually. It's all fake. Obviously all fake. I honestly don't blame you. It's a bit Resident Sleeper. I mean, you did seem very excited about it though. I wanted to do Three Musketeers a couple times, but I've also never really wanted it that badly. You know? I've never wanted it bad enough to actually read it. based on how freaking large it is. All right, now 500 concrete. Nuclear reactor. That's why I never spoiled the books in my reviews. Because I never read them. Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna read one day though. It's probably gonna be Ninja's book first. Holy shit, it's 2:30. How fast is this sucker being made, huh? Build me a nuclear reactor. Great. Where to put it? We want to avoid doing it around here. Do it over here. Let's tear down the other shit. It needs other things like heat pipes. Martin has redeemed do your push-ups. Let's go. Let's go. Martin's trying to make me swole. Alright. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do my push-ups right now, then we're gonna do it. Then we're gonna do it. Chat, I'm thinking about bumping it up. You guys have gotten me actually swole. Not actually swole, but I can now do 25 push-ups per stream without really having much of a problem. So I think I may bump it up to like 30 per stream if y'all so choose to make me go through that. All right, well, there we go. Seb's redeeming more push-ups. Fuck me. All right, now I got 20 more. How was grad school in California? Pluvio, I really liked grad school. Adam, I really liked grad school. I also struggled a bit in grad school with my mental health, a lot actually. But I loved being out in California. I miss California dearly. Yeah, grad school itself was great. I was in a terrible place mentally, but all right, I got some push-ups. What's up, Colin? Okay. Maybe we're not adding more. Holy shit. Thank you, Seb, for the 15 and Leon for the 5 push-ups. Appreciate you so much. Fucking warm in here. Is it not warm in here? Martin says, when are you getting a weighted vest for these push-ups? I think maybe never now. Maybe never. Sounds terrible. Especially, can you imagine having to stop stream to put one? Alright, now I just really like the idea of having to stop stream to put one on. And then going back to it. Gotta take it off, back on. Freaking stuck. Oh my god, I'm breathing so hard. Colin, how's it going, man? Okay, we're gonna make heating pipes. Limit it to like 1 stack. I don't know what it takes. 1 second crafting time. Also heat exchangers. I gotta make heat exchangers too. It sucks to hear, but how was the major? Yeah, going to grad school for creative writing was actually really awesome. Like, I'm really happy I did. I made some really great friends. Here's the thing I guess I'm happiest about it all, though. Like, trying to think how to word this. Like, I was very, like, I don't know. In some ways, you could look at, like, the end of my grad school. Like, you know, you spend 2 years getting an MFA, working on trying to write a book. I, like, succeeded at parts of that and failed at other parts, for sure. Like, for instance, I didn't actually finish the book. Like, I struggled at certain times with certain parts of it. But I'm also still really happy I did it. And, like, I learned a shit ton from the process of it. I learned a lot from the process of it. Yeah, more from the, like, I got really, like, I felt really confident towards the end of that I don't think how to word this. I'm not talking very well today. I felt at the end of the process of trying to write a book, even if I did fail to finish the book. I still wrote, like, you know, 250 pages, a bunch of which was usable, some of which was not, lots of which was not. I still felt like at the end of that, I had really gained an appreciation for the, like, what it would take to do it, and I gained the confidence that I could do it if it came down to it. Does that make sense? I also just loved learning about it. Like, it's really great. There's some downsides to getting an MFA, I think. I think MFAs are like, MFAs are weird because it's a little, and I'm sure this depends a lot place to place, but, like, it's a little bit, like, competitive in terms of, like, I had a lot of really great friends. I'm really happy that I had those friends. They were awesome. There were also people who, like, you know, every comment they ever gave you was going to be a little bit just based on, like, what they could do. Like, you know, just based on their estimation of how they move forward. What's an MFA? Master of Fine Arts. An MFA is the, like, if you become it's the terminal degree, technically, for creative writing in the States. So it's the way that a lot of people, if they hope to be a writer, they get an MFA. You can also get PhDs in creative writing, but you need an MFA to teach, basically, is the long and short of it. So, and a lot of times it's 2 to 3 years where you are hopefully paid. If you're not getting paid, it's not worth it. To do nothing but write and teach, with the idea that you will produce a book at the end of it. So, sounds like a place for pretentious people. I would not say that you are wrong. Okay, we really need more iron. That's what we were gonna do. We were gonna do more iron. Let's go do fucking iron. Let's go to Iron Mine 1, which is that one. Great, that's perfect. Not exclusively, of course, but yeah, you get me. For sure. It's also, like, it's weird. I have a book right here I have a book that is really good, that I really like. And I feel bad that I never actually wrote a review of it for BookTube, because I really fucking love it. It's cool because, like, a lot of my classmates were writing books, and some of them published those books, and they're, like, books that if I didn't know them, I would love the book still if I came across it. Or books that I think are, like, really important. So a good friend of mine who was in my class, Jamil, wrote this book called 99 Nights in Logar. He's an Afghani American. And it's about, like, his childhood trips when he was a kid. He grew up in America, but he visited his family most summers in Afghanistan, and going there and, like, learning a lot about what his life would have looked like if he'd have been one of his cousins, who grew up there, like a lot of like Afghani culture and like the history of the place. And it's just really fucking, and it's like, it's written like a werewolf novel. It's like kind of like a werewolf novel, which is weird, but incredible. A really incredible book. So, and that's like a dude, like I read the first draft of the first short story that turned into that book, you know? So like very early on, he wrote a short story for class, for fiction workshop. That was the beginning. And we were all like, this is good, but it has legs. Like it needs to be much longer than a short story. It needs to be, we think you should try it out as a novella. And he wrote a novel out of it. And so like it went from us seeing the very beginning stages of it to us seeing like, I saw a draft of a novel, like, you know, we saw different stages of it. A girl I was dating at the time in the MFA program actually ended up writing a novel. She's written 2 books now, both published. So yeah, there's really good, it's cool because like I got to see, and I also got to like, you know, my professors were and are writers who were and are publishing books, and so we got to like see behind the scenes of their publishing processes a lot. One of my heroes as a writer and like persons one of my heroes as a writer and people and as a person is was my mentor, and like I love her very deeply, and I also got to watch her struggle to finish a book that I think is one of her best books ever, and it's cool. It takes balls to jump into any type of art degree. It does. It takes something. It's kind of stupid sometimes, but also I have no regrets. I loved it. So yeah, I don't know. I hope that answers your question. Sure, it did not. You know, The Recognitions was a short story at first and ended up as a 1K page book. That's funny. I wrote a short story while I was there that ended up becoming my thesis, and I wrote this like 18-page short story, and I got to class and I was convinced. I was like, this is tweakable, and then it's a good short story. And every person in class was like, so are we gonna talk about the elephant in the room? And I was like, what's the elephant in the room? Is it bad? And they're like, no, it's not bad. It's, I think a lot of them, this is not me bragging, this is just like the reality of the thing. I'd written a lot of shit, and then I wrote this short story that I was like, it's pretty good. And they were like, it is good. The problem is it's not a short story. It's like at least 300 pages. Like you are not even close to being done with this. And I was like, oh, okay. All right, well, all right then. So that was funny. It's kind of like what we did to Jamil. Like Jamil wrote this short story. He was pretty happy with it. And we were like, nah, dude, this thing is not a short story. As much as we like it. You could just tell. It was cool. And I would, and like, yeah, overall really happy with the program. I would do it again. For sure. Oh god, that train, fuck me. Oh thanks for asking, Adam, and letting me blather on about how it was. Honest answer, sorry I keep throwing questions at you. No, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Sorry I blathered. Because I did blather. Okay, how to do this? Do that. Do that. Okay. We are rolling. Oh, buddy. It was also, I will say one more thing to wrap this talk up about grad school too. It was also really intriguing to see like I had classmates who got it done in the time we were there. Like they finished a book and then they published it very shortly afterwards, or even while they were still in class, like enrolled there. And then there were like from good friends from arguably the same or better writers, or just like also as talented writers. Books that like never made it, like because life happened. Like a good friend of mine like went into the seminary instead of finishing her book, and I'm like slightly pissed at her about it because it's like it was really, I really believed in the book, and I was like slightly upset with her that she would not do it. But I don't know, I just saw a bunch of the reasons why books don't come to fruition too, including like life happens, including like you don't want to, including, you know, I don't know. What is a seminary? So like a seminary seminary, like so religious school, like religious schooling, become a pastor. It's probably not a perfect definition, but like an intense religious schooling. It's kind of spelled like semen, not exactly. It's got an I in there. What are your thoughts about being an editor though? A bit more secure from a writing degree, I think. I don't know. Especially in America, I don't know. I mean, honestly, the most secure jobs are all teaching. And even then, like and I still do. I still make I've made my money for the last 2 years as a writer. And I find more writing jobs than there are editing jobs. Also, editing's not for me. Is the other part of it. Editing's not for me. I don't know. I think there are probably really secure editing jobs. I think by far the most secure jobs are teaching. Teaching is, for better or for worse, there's more need for teaching of creative writing than there are for creative writers. Which is why that there's like a lot of programs out there that make you pay money. A lot of like, those programs tend not to be worth their salt, but some programs that make you pay money to get a creative writing degree are fine, and are providing value to you. Lots of them are not, and they are mostly ways to prop up people who need jobs teaching writing to support their writing. And I don't think, especially in the economy and job and like job market we have for writing in America, I don't think it's necessarily wise to go into debt or to pay money to get a writing degree. If you can get paid to take one, definitely do it. Editing is not for Ryan because he doesn't read. True. See, I would have to actually read stuff in order to. That's it. Oil mine? Shit. Ooh. It seems bad actually. Okay. Fuck. We're gonna do this real quick. We're gonna do this. Yeah, I don't know. So it's weird. Like, there's a million different ways to be a writer, and make money. There's and editing is different. I don't know. I don't know a lot about editing too. I should admit that. I should admit when I don't know shit, which is I don't know a lot about editing markets. I know that there's. Yeah, I don't know. There's also just lots of like what I'm doing. There's non-creative writing jobs, which is how most writers make their living in the end, is from non-creative writing jobs. Like most MFA graduates, if they get a job in writing, it's not in creative writing. Which is, for instance, how I've done it. So. Get rid of that one. Deb says, I'm a writer of code. Is that an oil? No. Iron mine. Jesus Christ, dude. We still have to kill biters somehow. For all this work, still got to kill some motherfucking biters. For 4 more days. 4 more days. Let's go. Okay, I think we're gonna have to come back out here. We're still putting stuff down though. Let's see. Nope, we're out. No, we're not out. Now we're out. Okay, now we go home. Let's do this though. Let's actually set up the train. That'll help. I'm going out to lunch on Friday with my boss. It's gonna be Senior Cringe. Oh. So what's he want to go out to lunch for? Let's call this Iron Mine 3. Let's hop in. Let's set all inbound until empty cargo or inactivity. Then let's set Iron Mine 3 until full cargo or inactivity. Automatic. Let's go. Just to meet up. I haven't seen any colleagues since March. Said that's kind of how it was when I quit my job. It was like, since I quit my job during quarantine, during a pandemic, I didn't see them until my like last day. Yeah, it was kind of cringe. You're right. It was very cringe. Your instincts are exactly right. It was very cringe. Because I like hadn't seen any of them, and then it was all weird. Then it was like, oh, you're leaving. Yep. Yep, I am. Indeed. Oh! I got hit by a train, but I lived. Barely. Holy shit. What was I coming back here for? More supplies, and then we need to go up to oil mine for sure. Okay, let's not walk in front of the train. We're also having a meeting with my team at the office that Friday. Ooh, that you have to go to? What type of jobs do you find are the most rewarding from a writing standpoint? Man, I don't know. Adam, I'm still figuring that out for sure. Adam, are you in school? Do you work? What do you do to occupy your time, by the way? I don't know that I asked you that. Which is weird, because that's usually the first thing I ask. So, I'm still figuring that out, including this year. I didn't love my last job as a writer. I like my current job as a writer mostly because it gives me a lot of free time and flexibility, and not the actual writing of it. I don't hate the writing of it, but I don't love it either. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's so different. For me personally, like, I'm not great with, I like to have the freedom to work on what I want. I don't like major constraints, and I really don't like, actually, I'll tell you what I like least, is to do the same thing over and over again. To have somebody be like, we need this, do that. And I'm like, oh, I'm gonna lose it. I had to make the same over and over and over again, the same type of material. And it was better for the people who I was writing for if it had less variation each time between them. And that is a recipe to make you lose your mind, because then it's stifling creativity. And there's a lot of places in the world, because it's more reliable, want less creativity in that way. That was terrible for me. I hated it. Didn't want to do it. Oh, dude, they fucked this place up. Shit. Okay, we gotta go over here so that we can. Yeah, I don't know. I like it best when I have a chance to like solve the problem, create. I like it best when somebody comes to me and says, this is the problem we're having, or the audience we need to meet, and then I get to come up with the way that you solve that, rather than being told the way to solve that. Maybe you should be a programmer then. We need this. Solve it. I know, right? See, I mean, no, honest to God, Seb, that's what sounds the most fucking terrible. Yeah, like, that is what has always seemed less. It seems like to me, this is why I so understand why it looks like a nightmare. God, fuck, damn, these guys are strong. That type of thing. Those boys are big. Big scary boys. I don't know. It's also weird, like, you know, how much market is there for creative writing out there? In terms of a day job, a reliable day job, very, very, very little. How much market is there in terms of a job where you creatively write and then produce something and that thing gets sold? Yeah, there's book markets for that. That is much more workable as that's a market that you can slot yourself into. The problem is there's all these barriers to slotting yourself into it, including you have to write a book and then roll the fucking dice, and also have the confidence that it's good enough and all that jazz. And yeah. Light me up. I can't wait to have artillery done and fashioned in some way, shape, or form so that I can just kill these bitches all the time. Can't wait. Okay. Looks like there's also one that way. Alright. Oh, nice. I'll do that. Here, give me 1 second. Ooh! Wrong. Oh, I had more grenades. I didn't know I had more grenades. Fuck, I keep running into rocks. Holy cow, it's 3 o'clock. Oh, hi. Hero also came by. Adam, I don't know if you've met the dogs. Come here, Kings. Alright, here's Hero. Hi. From Adam. Thank you. Down. Kingsley. Adam. Thank you. Thank you. Very good boys. Hero wanted to steal Kingsley's tree. Good boys. You guys been napping? Yep, I'm gonna close the bag so that you don't think I'm trying to give you any more. Alright. I'm sitting here brainstorming how we're gonna solve this this defense problem. I don't really know. I don't know what to do to solve the defense problem of this. We could do a whole, like... Do they have a radar here? I think they do. Do that. That'll help keep an eye on stuff. I don't want to do just like one big electric robot whole thing. I don't know though. Don't know. Don't know. Okay. Well. These are all creating extra now, which is great. Okay, so I probably need to do this in a more official way. Adam says, love the dogs. What are you reading nowadays, though? Let's see. So right at this second, I don't actually know. Megan's got a book downstairs that she got that's really short that I think I'm going to look into and read. I have been reading. I just finished reading yesterday, 2 days ago. I read this book called Duel in the Sun, which is about the... ...1982 Boston Marathon, which is this very famous American marathon. Sev says, may I suggest Against the Day? Yeah, Seb, let me just haul this around for a little while. Read this sucker. 10,050 pages. 1,050 pages. Yeah, I read Duel in the Sun, which was really, really good. Sports writing on running can be really hit or miss, and it was really good. And I loved it, and I read it in a day. How mad would you be if one day you woke up, got up, had breakfast, got in the shower, and while you shower, you noticed that you had 4 toes on each foot? Tyler, are you okay? You all right, Tub? Just a little, just trying to make sure that you're all right. Okay. So we have to solve this problem now. We have a problem. And the problem we have to solve is... I don't know how to do this, but... what we want to do here is... probably this. We could put a slow one there. A fast one there. I have questions. I have questions. I don't know what else I'm gonna read though, Adam. I've got a couple options, and by a couple I mean this whole fucking shelf. But my momentum is like weird these days with reading. Pretty slow, I would say. When I have time, when I make time, I still chunk through stuff. I still love it, all that jazz. When I don't, I just don't do it at all. I need to make it probably more of a routine. I've done this with every other part of my life. I probably just need to make it a routine. Because otherwise, I just don't do it. You know? I have a prescription. I have a fever, and the only prescription is more cowbell, Tub says. Okay. More cowbell it is. We need more cowbell. Alright, F it. We're just gonna tear this whole thing down. We're tearing the whole thing down. Oh god, they filled my inventory. Get me away from that. I don't know. Yeah. Momentum just seems to be the thing for me, and I don't know what to do about it. I also am pretty cool with where my life is right now. Like, I don't hate how little I read. I feel like it's just probably one of the necessary stages that I'm going through right now in life. Like, yeah. That makes sense. Okay, so I'm gonna need on this belt, on one side, do it this way. Do that. Make that. Make that. Understandable. Looking to the right of the face cam, it seems you've had your fair share. It's true, and I don't know. Yeah, I miss reading sometimes, but I still read. It's just, I don't know. It's weird. I've gotten semi-self-conscious about it recently too. Not because anybody in our community makes me self-conscious about it, just like I don't know. I've always been at least partially self-conscious about it, and I think that's the reason why it was never gonna be super feasible to have a YouTube channel about books long term, is because I was like, I feel hella guilty when I don't read. Just like a fraud, you know? That's how I would describe it. Okay, let's see if this works. If it does, then we should be able to copy paste like that. Oh, that ain't it. Shit. That ain't gonna work. It does work. Poggers in the chat for self-confidence, for self-consciousness, by the way. Thanks so much for watching our Factorio Let's Play series. If you liked what you saw, I would really appreciate a like on the video. Otherwise, we'll see you tomorrow, same time, same place, for more Factorio. Bye-bye.